Attack on Titan, there's two things that I think they could have done to make this just way less messy. I think the first thing is don't make the parallels to Jewish people so explicit. I just think you didn't have to do that. It can just be like a generic group of people, of oppressed people, you know, like I feel like the Ishmaelites in Fullmetal, it's like this can be different people, right? I think also too, I guess this kind of fudges with like the lore a little bit, but like if the Titan ability was like not specific to them, I think that would help things out a lot.
If you wanted the Eldians to represent Jewish people, you can't give them the power to destroy the world.
Because here's the thing, I think that there is validity to telling a story where it's like there is this like cycle of conflict between these two groups of people. How long can you really hold somebody accountable? Because that was the thing, like watching it for me is like, yeah, so several hundred years ago the Eldians were oppressive to you guys, but like how long is it like actually valid for you guys to, you know what I mean?
Especially now that power dynamics have completely
shifted, right? Like I think that that's an interesting conversation of like, how do you navigate them? How can they be navigated? What they did that was very different is this exists in this world and any person has access to it. But in order to make this a story about systems of oppression, what happened in the Ishvalan War, it's like a central core part of everything else that is happening. So it's not like you're just throwing it in the background as like and also this is going on.
Yeah.
No, this is like undergirding everything that's happening. It's defining all these other layers above it. So while you're like, oh, alchemy and the Elric brothers and there's all these other things, there's this underlying thing that is informing all of it. Like what happened here and why it happened and all the different players and people involved is informing all the layers above the story. And as it goes further and further, you see more and more about why. That's like a great way to do this. Some people like sort of exploit oppression in their stories as like we'll throw this in so that it feels a little bit more deep, right?
Yeah.
They're not doing that. It matters a lot to the story, but they're not legitimizing prejudicial beliefs.
Right.